Welcome back to the Clock Africa channel. More shocking details have emerged about the prison stabbing of Canadian rapper Tory Lanez, currently serving a 10-year sentence for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. According to official reports, the attack took place in the prison yard, where Lanez was suddenly assaulted and repeatedly stabbed. The incident left him in critical condition and prompted an emergency hospital transfer. Lanez's team later released a statement via his Instagram page detailing the extent of his injuries. They revealed that he was stabbed 14 times in total, 7 times in the back, 4 times in the torso, twice in the back of the head, and once on the left side of his face. As a result, both of his lungs collapsed, forcing doctors to place him on a breathing machine. Fortunately, he is now breathing on his own and said to be alert and in relatively good spirits, expressing deep gratitude to God and his supporters. What's more disturbing is the speculation surrounding the motive. Several online sources and prison insiders claim this wasn't just a random act of violence. Allegedly, this was a coordinated hit, and the attacker is believed to be a member of a Mexican gang. Whack 100, a prominent figure in the hip-hop community, added fuel to the rumors by sharing that the assault might have been driven by tensions inside the facility. He hinted that Lanez may have drawn the wrong kind of attention or influence while behind bars. Audio recordings that have surfaced reveal conversations alluding to a possible prison turf war. There are claims that inmates from other prisons were suddenly moved into Lanez's yard, drastically changing the dynamic and creating potential threats. One voice even described the situation as unprecedented, calling it a new kind of setup that seemed to place Lanez directly in harm's way. DJ Academics also chimed in, confirming through Lanez's team that he was indeed in critical condition when airlifted. According to them, early prison reports were intentionally downplayed to suppress the severity of what had actually occurred. They believe it's miraculous that Lanez survived the assault at all, despite the brutal nature of the stabbing and the obvious trauma it caused. A troubling wave of online backlash targeted Megan Thee Stallion. Even though Lanez was found guilty and is currently serving his sentence, many have chosen to blame her for what happened to him behind bars. This kind of response highlights how deep the bias runs against women, especially Black women, in high-profile cases like this. Critics of this narrative have spoken out, warning against the dangerous tendency of some men to direct violence or hatred toward women they've never met, all in the name of defending someone they idolize. One commentator powerfully pointed out that blaming Megan for Lanez's stabbing is not only illogical, but rooted in a disturbing culture of misogyny. They stressed that nobody really knows what Lanez was involved in while in prison, nor what may have triggered such a targeted attack. Speculation should not replace reason. Another voice argued that these kinds of dangerous reactions are why many women don't feel safe around certain men. Women have become conditioned to avoid casual conversations in public spaces, out of fear that rejecting attention might lead to aggression. The commentary shed light on how much emotional labor women carry in trying to navigate a world that often sees them as disposable collateral. Lanez, according to multiple sources, had gained influence among inmates and was reportedly working with long-term prisoners on legal education and parole strategies. Some believe this may have rubbed certain groups the wrong way, particularly those with power dynamics threatened by a Black man's growing influence inside prison walls. Rumors suggest that his positive efforts may have made him a target, with some even claiming this was a calculated move to suppress his impact. During the Christmas season, Lanez was said to have led initiatives that uplifted inmates, feeding them well and keeping morale high. Some described him as a powerful presence, someone untouchable, commanding respect. Whether this is true or just prison myth, it paints the picture of a man who may have been seen as both a leader and a threat, depending on who was watching. The fact that many people still try to tie this prison stabbing back to Megan shows how easily public perception can be manipulated by bias. Megan didn't press charges herself. The case was taken up by the state. So even if she had stayed silent, the law would have pursued the matter independently. Holding her accountable for events inside a prison she has no control over shows the depth of some people's denial. What we're seeing is not just an isolated incident of prison violence, but a larger societal issue. People are too quick to create villains out of women, particularly Black women, while excusing or romanticizing the violence surrounding male celebrities. This pattern has real consequences as it shapes public discourse and emboldens dangerous behavior. Tory Lanez is in prison because of choices he made. That is a fact. His current suffering doesn't erase the decisions that got him there. While the attack on him is tragic and deeply concerning, turning it into another excuse to vilify Megan is not just unfair, it's a reflection of the toxic culture we need to address. The truth is, no matter what you think of Lanez or Megan, blaming her for an incident inside prison walls is absurd. As always, we'll continue to follow this story and bring you the facts that matter.
They stabbed my boy, huh?
Yeah.
They hit him 3 times, they tell me. Once in the face, the chest, they hit him 3 times. They tried to get him. Mexican.
How you doing?
Drop out Mexican, too. He live alive. That motherfucking penitentiary gonna go up when them gates racked on. I don't know what the fuck 1090 Jake was talking about. It couldn't have been nobody from another race. When a stabbing happened from another race, they locked the prison down. That shit ain't gonna go off till they rack them doors. That's crazy. But he said, somebody told me they flipped the yard, so like, they brought like a whole nother prison on the yard. Like literally. I ain't never experienced that type of shit. That's some new shit. This 50-50 and PC shit they got going on. Like they had shut one yard down, one prison, take all the inmates, put them on a bus, send them to a whole nother prison, and just release them to the yard. That's some dangerous shit.
They said he was in critical condition. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, he alive shit. Oh, man, he got stabbed by a Mexican. He got stabbed 3 times on the yard.
Yeah.
They said it was a dropout Mexican, so maybe somebody, I don't know what that's about. That's a little different.
I ain't gonna lie, what time we going to Megan crib, bro? What time we going to Megan crib? What time we going to Megan crib, bro? Why, yo, they trying to pack Tory 14 times, bro. Oh, we out to Megan crib. We about to really violate this bitch. 14 times they try to pack my son. Now we going to Megan crib. We out. Ain't that?
Inciting violence against a woman, a Black woman, any Black woman, over a man that you have never fucking met in your life, over a man that you are trying to defend, who you have never fucking met in your life, is crazy work. Y'all be trying to act so gangsta and so street, and if you knew actually anything about being on the inside, it can get very violent. Y'all don't even know the circumstances behind the Tory Lanez stabbing. You don't know what that man has been doing on the inside. You don't know what kind of dealings he has had that caused this incident. You don't know anything. You don't have none of the facts. You don't have nothing. And you get on the internet stirring up and riling up, evoking more than likely other men that are like you to display acts of violence towards women. You the type of N-word, and N-words like you are the type of N-words that get angry and demonstrate acts of violence towards women because they don't want to talk to you. You the type of N-word that women don't feel safe even speaking to y'all. You the type of N-word that is the reason why we be walking into the gas station looking so mean, because we're scared to even have a conversation with y'all because of shit like this. You the type of N-word why a lot of women don't even want to deal with y'all asses, because you can't even create a safe space for women.
Did y'all see what happened to Tory Lanez? That man was stabbed over 14 times. 4 times in the back, 1 time in the head. I think they said once in the face. In the yard? You cannot tell me that somebody ain't call a hit. Cause what? And his lungs collapsed. He was in critical condition. That's some crazy shit. When you really sit and think about it. But they say he's doing fine. Like, damn. 14 times? That's a lot. That sounds like that person had like a personal agenda to take him out of here. And they almost did. But thank God he's still alive. But honey, what?
Dollars and everything around him, you can't touch it. You can't touch the money.
The fact that y'all are trying to blame Megan Thee Stallion for Tory Lanez getting poked in the slammer lets me know that y'all are every bit of delusional that I thought you were. Like, I already knew that y'all were Delulu, but this is taking Delulu to another dimension, to another level. And I know y'all are tired of hearing this because I'm tired of saying it. She didn't even press charges against that man. She didn't even pursue charges against him. So if she's technically not even the cause of him being locked up, then how could she have anything to do with him getting poked? Like, I need y'all to help me understand. Y'all just want to find a reason to hate this black woman so bad. So bad. It doesn't matter if he tripped over his shoelace and knocked his tooth out. Y'all would be on here screaming that it is Megan Thee Stallion's fault. He is in prison because of his own behaviors. Okay? So the fact that he got poked while we don't know all the details is his fault because he didn't need to be there. He did not have to be in the jail.